How did I just get airdrop tokens for being active, buying and selling NFTs? What other marketplaces are there that can compete with OpenSea? What's the name for a marketplace that makes sense that we could communicate through emojis? LooksRare. GM NFT Explorers, Mike Damazo here to help you navigate through the metaverse as your no-show resource. For this video, we'll cover LooksRare, a new NFT marketplace, a look into their tokenomics, and my take on the project, plus an exclusive interview with Dingling. If you're new here, yes, I said Dingling, and if you tap that thumbs up and subscribe, that's the noise that plays. Dingling. With LooksRare on their about page, they go over exactly who they are. The NFT marketplace you've been waiting for. So that means it is a community-first NFT marketplace actively rewarding traders, collectors, and creators for participating. Their marketplace is still in works, and in my own point of view is that it is very exciting to watch them truly build out in public. The participants of this space will be vocal, and they'll have their good hits and they'll also have their miss. And you know, I'm here all for it. Now, is this an OpenSea killer? It's way too early to tell. First, let me explain a few things. A vampire attack, which is an attempt to come up from another protocol, which is taking their liquidity, aka money, users, and in turn their trading volume. An example would be, let's say, a club like Hakkasan, killing it with their DJs and bottle service, but then another club pops up like Omnia. And now you have a brand new club with the same DJs and the bottle service, but they don't charge as much with the bottle service. So now you're gonna wanna go to the new club. So the first play with LooksRare is their take with 2% fees instead of 2.5% that OpenSea was charging. So 0.5% is huge. It is a difference that could go to the artist or the team or yourself when you're selling NFTs. Second, you know, let's not just switch it up with the fee charge, but they also brought something completely different, which is being able to do what is called a make a collection offer. Now, guess what you see as like that floor price, aka lowest price for my collection. Instead of picking up the floor, you can put an offer out there so someone else can take that offer. It changes the dynamic, going from wood floor sweeps to now vacuum rugs. Okay, let's talk about the Looks tokenomics. 1.7% was for liquidating mining, 3.3% was a strategic sale. The only problem with this that people had was that Cole was an investor. Now, for those that don't know, Cole has a very rocky resume when it comes to NFT projects that he is a founder and a part of. Now, I don't want to dismiss that one project because of one individual, because there's a lot of others that is very trusted in this space. So, two people that kind of stand out is Dingling and Praxi. Praxi being an OG in the NFT space way back in CryptoKitties days, to Dingling, whom we know very little about. Dingling can be, you know, he, her, them, and you know, I was able to reach out with Dingling on his or her takes via DM, and I'll share it at the end. So yeah, 3.3% strategic sale where they got it cheaper than you and I. However, you and I didn't have to pay for anything. We just got airdrop tokens to swap for ETH or stake. So next up is 10% to the founding team, 10% is for the treasury. What stands out the most is that 75% goes back to the community. So you literally did not have to do anything other than qualify to be eligible for that airdrop. 12% of that 75% is for people to claim their Looks tokens. 74% have claimed it. I'm sure everybody else that hasn't been able to claim is because they're stuck with their hardware wallet. 18.9% goes to staking rewards. For those that do not know what staking is, it is the process of actively participating in the transaction validation. Think of it like Lego blocks you don't touch, and you get more Lego blocks by not touching it. Now, 44.1% is for trading rewards. Okay, this part is important because this is the one addressed by Dingling. It is having a trading volume artificially created by someone so they can earn the rewards. Essentially, those early enough with enough capital can capitalize on this. So what I mean with enough capital is they don't mind, you know, paying for the gas fees or even paying for that 2% fee that LooksRare knows that they have to come up with. And in particular, the two that has been traded the most, the two NFT collections that has been traded the most is vids and Loot, because there is 0% royalty fees. With most marketplaces, you can choose your royalty percentage of 5 to 10% as a considered standard. If we as a community will hold each other to those standards, why not hold the marketplaces to transact to a standard as well? To everyone looking at OpenSea, they built a table and are pioneers to this space, and that, like, so much respect. But as the class of 2021 started to bring their own tables, there was a lack of communication on their end to address, multiple concerns, saying, like, there's like collections out there that's waiting to be verified. They met the volume transaction, so it just passes as an unverified account. So that hurts the builders of that team when newcomers come into this space and they fall for those fake copy pasta accounts. Or let's ask OpenSea why they are not adopting the EIP 2981, which is a standardized way to retrieve royalty payment information for NFTs to enable universal support for royalty payments across all NFT marketplaces and ecosystem participants. Look, competition is healthy. I'm not going to abandon one spot for another, or I'm gonna be like a marketplace maxi. But OpenSea needs to wake up and understand that there are others out there coming for their spot. LooksRare is, still in beta. Let's think back last year for another marketplace that was in beta, Top Shot. Now, if there's anything to learn from each other, is that NFTs are community heavy. We also have Coinbase marketplace coming, if I had to guess, no later than Q1 this year. So you will have a centralized option where KYC, know your customer, will be required, and projects approved will be more looked at under a microscope, basically. And you'll also have your decentralized options where it's kind of like an underground speakeasy vibe. And for me personally, in my own opinion, there is room for both a decentralized and centralized options. Okay, so let's go over my questions with Dingling. What made you want to help build out LooksRare? This is my Terminator voice.
Hasta la vista, baby. Hey, I like to stay a bit more private, but on LooksRare, the team came to me around 4 to 5 months ago and pitched their idea. I thought it was brilliant, so I was happy to help advise them. It's different because it's the only platform that generally cares about its users. I'm really impressed at the speed that the team listens to feedback and then ships. Has there been a more engaging protocol towards the community?
What are you most excited about LooksRare?
Just a marketplace that rewards community and makes new features that community has been waiting for a long time.
Any concerns on the competition?
Based on what I've heard, Coinbase NFT is going to be very gated. Selected individuals, KYC required, etc. I am not as excited as others about them. LooksRare's target user group is very different to theirs.
So anyways, there you have it. That is Dingling's take with LooksRare. I appreciate you so much for sitting through that, because it was very hard to record that myself. Now, in order to be eligible for an airdrop of Looks tokens, you needed to have traded 3 ETH or more on OpenSea between June 16, 2021 to December 16, 2021. So depending on the ETH volume in that period, it will determine the amount of looks you'll get. So it can be as low as 125 looks, or about $470 at this time, or as high as 10,000 looks, or about $38,000. Now, I'm just your friendly neighborhood degen, so I was able to actually claim a little bit of looks, about 1,500 or about $5,600, because the volume I traded with last year. So your options after claiming it is, you could either swap it for ETH, you could stake it, or become a liquidity provider. We'll go over being an LP in a separate video. Now, on January 11th, FTX added Looks to their listing. Then the next day, Binance added them as well. Now, will Coinbase add them? Maybe, maybe not. If I had to guess, they will. I haven't looked too deeply in the on-chain analytics to see. However, you want to consider this though. They did add SOS, which was another airdrop that they added 20 days ago as of the time of this recording. So there's a high likelihood they will add Looks to their exchange. So as far as my own play, which none of this is financial advice, you know, like this is all just for our entertainment. I did qualify to receive the airdrop. I bought more and staked it all. The reason being as nice as it would have been to take those profits and swap it for ETH, I didn't need it at this time. I have my entrance and exit plan, which is what I'm doing, staking, and will most likely swap it for ETH if there are NFTs I want to mint, or you know, I needed some ETH. So if you swap and took some profits, good on you. Always, always, always take profits. However, everyone's situation is different and there's no profit shaming here. So, you know, stake it if you want to. For me personally, like I said, I'm keeping it staked and do have my exit plan. So what do you think of LooksRare? Just the name of it, it does feel very on brand. Have you bought any NFTs from there? Did you claim their airdrop? Sound off in the comments below and let me know. Tap that thumbs up for this video because it keeps the market frothy. Don't forget to subscribe and turn notifications on. Dingling. Check out the other videos about NFTs, breakdowns, tools, and news. Stay legendary, and I'll see you in the metaverse.